I really didn't allow myself to feel too much pressure creatively in the second season. We just built show by show. Sarah's father was killed in the opener of season 2, partly because, as in any theatrical venue, if you need to get rid of a character, you kill them. We needed to get rid of Sarah's father because we wanted Sarah to stay on Prince Edward Island, and we did not want to have the father lurking in the background as a potential for Sarah to return to Montreal, because it was clear that she was in the epicenter of the ensemble cast. So we made a swift decision to kill him off.
I regret to have to tell you that there's been an accident at the Stanley Import Warehouse.
An accident?
Where's Papa?
Mr. Stanley was inspecting a shipment, apparently, and one of the second-story scaffolds collapsed. I'm afraid Mr. Stanley was killed instantly.
But we ultimately decided that she would have sort of a post-afterlife vision of her father portrayed to her through these circus performers who came to town that took advantage of her. But in Sarah's mind, seeing her father was real.
He wants you to know that he misses you, but he is very peaceful. He is with your mother.
It bordered on the occult a little bit. It bordered on the supernatural, on clairvoyance. And those were things that later played out in other Avonlea episodes, where we decided that we wanted to broach a different way of telling a story.
Felix, where did you get those? I mailed away for them from my occult magazine. Scared you, didn't I?
Welcome to the tomb of the great pharaoh.
We had no parameters on the story, so we could kind of go wherever we wanted, and I liked that freedom. Season 2 began to take on a bit more of an adventure story tone to it when we began to introduce things like the Sea Ghost and Captain Crane and Gus Pike's kind of melodramatic world around his father.
You turned me in. Your own flesh and blood.
No.
Let him be.
You'd be fond of the boy, ain't you, Captain? You wouldn't like me to slit his throat now, would you? Huh? Now you get out there. Go on. Get rid of him.
It just became a different venue that the series was led into. It wasn't necessarily the fact that we wanted to turn it into an adventure series, but we kind of explored that avenue. The only pressure that I remember feeling was getting those scripts out the door and having them be spectacular. And that was like a monkey on your back. It never went away. It just was week after week, as you were dealing with all the production problems of making the show happen, this ticking time bomb was going on that were the scripts completed and where was the show going to go. So it had a lot of freedom and it proceeded organically, but it was still a ticking time bomb. And I don't know, maybe that was part of the way the show really became original, because it was forced to become original because it had this pressure on it that was maybe my own pressure, because I once an idea started to click for a certain episode, I really wanted it to work. I really wanted it to be either very funny or very emotional or a mixture of the two. I began to see this not just as an hour of episodic television, but more on a cinematic scale and more as a movie, and I really wanted to affect an audience on that level. When season 2 wrapped, we left it on a cliffhanger. It was an intentional cliffhanger. This new baby being born, the sense of a rebirth, the whole hockey episode, everything was kind of left up in the air. It was done intentionally, but we really didn't have an idea as to whether there would be a third season or not. Fortunately, there was, and it really, the third season was where we really began to nail down the tone of the episode and the kind of characters that we'd established and the real drama and meat of the series.
Felicity, hold up that ruby and we'll make it catch fire.